Welcome to my channel, The Spoiler Zone. Your ultimate destination for in-depth analysis and captivating breakdowns of your favorite film. Alert: this video contains spoilers. Madea Goes to Jail is a 2009 American comedy drama film written and directed by Tyler Perry, which was based on his 2006 play, and starring Perry, Derek Luke, Keshia Knight Pulliam, Overman, RonReaco Lee, Sofía Vergara, Vanessa Ferlito, and Viola Davis. The film tells the story of Madea going to prison for her uncontrollable anger management problems as she befriends a young incarcerated prostitute that an assistant district attorney has known since college. The film was released on February 20, 2009. It is the fourth film in the Madea cinematic universe, as it follows up from the cameo appearance of Madea in the previous film Meet the Browns, and it features Cora and Mr. Brown from that film. The film starts. A freeway police chase results in Madea being pulled over and arrested. Madea is brought before the judge, but Brian secures her release when it is revealed that the officers failed to read her Miranda warning. Unable to put Madea away, Judge Ephraim suspends her already suspended driver's license and places her in an anger management course. Assistant District Attorney Josh Hardaway, a rising star within the office, is set to prosecute prostitute and drug addict Candace Washington Collins. Josh, who already knows Candace, asks his fiancée and fellow ADA Linda Davis to fill in on his behalf. Josh then posts Candace's bond and tries to catch up with her while they eat at a diner. Linda then encounters the two, and begins to feel like Josh may be cheating on her with Candace and takes a dislike to her. Conversely, Candace sees right through Linda and tells Josh it will never work between them since they are too different. Linda considers people with a lower status than her as inferior, while Josh actually cares about helping anyone he sees in trouble. Josh keeps helping Candace to the point of rescuing her from a pimp, Arthur, who harassed her and her prostitute friend Donna. Josh brings Candace to his apartment, further angering Linda. She threatens to leave him unless he cuts Candace out of his life. Madea eventually gets arrested and is sentenced to 5 to 10 years after confronting a woman who stole her parking spot at Kmart. This resulted in Madea commandeering a forklift truck to remove the woman's car from the space, wrecking it in the process. Josh runs into his friend Ellen, a former drug addict and prostitute who has become a minister and helps other women get off the streets. Josh convinces Ellen to help Candace get a job interview. However, the interviewer sexually harasses Candace, who attacks him and storms out. At the DA's office, Josh's best friend Chuck discovers that Linda is falsifying Candace's file to get her sent to prison, a practice she engaged with other defendants too, including Madea. Linda blackmails him to keep his mouth shut, threatening to expose the fact that Chuck cheated on the bar exam to get his law license. Candace does not show up to her trial and is handed a 17-year prison sentence. Linda lies to Josh, saying that she tried to be lenient, but the case was too severe. Chuck overhears this but remains quiet. It is later revealed how Josh knows Candace. The two were close friends from childhood, but during their college years, all of Josh's friends bullied Candace because of her background. Out of embarrassment, he started pushing her away. One night, Josh took Candace to a party, where his friends gang-raped her after he left to go on a date. Since then, Josh has harbored guilt for failing to protect her. Ellen says that he should not continue holding on to the guilt, especially since Candace already had personal troubles beforehand. Meanwhile, having returned to her prostitution lifestyle, Candace gets arrested. While in DeKalb County Prison, Candace reunites with Donna and becomes acquainted with the other inmates, including serial killer TT, prison boss Big Sal, and Madea, whom she befriends after Madea defends her from Big Sal's aggressive advances. The 5 convicts attend a class taught by Ellen at the prison in order to have time reduced from their sentences. During a lesson about forgiveness, Madea notices that some inmates would play the victim instead of taking responsibility for their crimes. She tells the class they need to stop seeing themselves as victims and forgive those who put them on the bad paths they have been on, as they were not the ones who ended up in jail. Moved, Candace confronts Josh during a visit and reveals that back when she was raped, she called his name repeatedly. She subsequently allowed her anger at him and the trauma from the rape to consume her, which led to her dropping out of school and becoming an addict and prostitute. But after everything she learned from Ellen and Madea, she decides to forgive Josh and resume a better life. On Josh's wedding day, Chuck comes forward to Josh about Linda's scheme. Appalled, Josh tells the congregation, including Fran, the mayor, and the governor, what Linda has done and jilts her at the altar. At the prison, Josh professes his love to Candace and promises to help her restore her life. Josh publicly exposes Linda's crimes to the media, triggering a protest movement to set free those she wrongfully convicted. Linda is fired from her job, disbarred, and indicted on multiple charges including fraud, tampering, and providing false legal documents, and inevitably faces arrest, trial, and prison. Candace, Madea, and 5 other women have their convictions overturned and are released. Walking out of the prison together, Josh and Candace kiss in front of the press, while Madea enjoys an ovation and leaves with Mr. Brown, Cora, and Brian, bypassing the press. What I understand from the film is that Madea Goes to Jail offers a blend of humor, drama, and social commentary, providing audiences with both laughter and heartfelt moments as they follow Madea and her family on their journey of self-discovery and redemption. Subscribe and comment for more videos like this, and thank you for watching.